What's up guys, welcome to Supercars of London. Behind me, that is not the Audi R8 that I collected from West London Audi. Over the last 7 days, a lot has changed and I feel like this video is long overdue. So I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat of that car, seeing as the key is inside and the engine is running, go for a bit of a drive and chat to you about everything that has happened over the last 7 days, Audi R8 related. Right, we are rolling and good to go. And let's start with the fact that I haven't ironed my shirt. Feel like I should be presenting myself well by now, seeing as I'm living by myself with my girlfriend and no mother. I don't know how the iron works, but anyway, let's get cracking. Let's get straight into this video because I feel like this video is long overdue. Last Tuesday, myself and JWW went down to West London Audi to collect an Audi R8 RWS Spyder that had been wrapped by Dub Customs. On that journey down, I declared my love for the Audi R8 all the way back from 2007 up until this point, and I also talked very seriously about some of the times that I've tried to rebuy V10 Pluses. Here we are in an Audi R8 V10 Plus Coupe, which is definitely not the car that I collected from West London Audi. Before we get on to why I'm driving this car, I really want to set the record straight into what is the truth behind the Audi R8 RWS Spyder, because I feel like my video could have been misinterpreted a little bit, and I'm very aware that there was one sentence in that video that I got a little bit overexcited about, and potentially that is what could have misinterpreted the entire video. Over the last 2 to 3 months or so, I've been talking with them. I've had a long relationship with Audi UK, and I've been talking with them about potentially using an Audi R8 RWS, documenting what it's like to live with and having it on my driveway without actually buying it. So there was no bone in my body and no hesitation whatsoever when Audi offered me the chance to live with an Audi R8 RWS Spyder at no cost to me. And this isn't like a long-term loan. I've got this car for a minimum of 6 months that can be extendable to 9 months and 12 months, unlimited miles, and I can go anywhere in the entire world that I want to go. So if that isn't the ultimate way of having a supercar on the channel, then I don't know what is. It was a relief and a weight off my shoulders when I realized that this dream was a reality, and I just could not wait to document the entire process of collecting the car from West London Audi with you guys. So when I was going down the escalator and saying, for those thinking that the R8 is instead of the Murcielago, you're wrong. That's why. Because the Audi R8 RWS will sit on my driveway but not cost me a penny apart from the fuel. Which means I'm going to be freeing up a lot of money to be able to pursue the dream car, which is the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640. So Supercars of London is going to be going from having no supercar and a C63, which is definitely not a bad thing, to having two. So I think it's fair to say that with a naturally aspirated V10 and an incoming naturally aspirated V12, the road trips, the videos, the fun is about to get a whole lot better. That's actually the most beautiful colour I've ever seen on a car under this light. Now I can imagine that there are a lot of questions asking why the hell I am driving an Audi R8 V10 Plus, but also why it took me 7 days or more, actually a little bit longer, to actually make this video talking about the situation with my Audi R8 RWS. So it all started on the day of collection. This is something that isn't really well documented, and it's usually something that's swept under a rug. But sometimes manufacturers face teething problems, usually electrical, when they bring out a new car and it rolls off the production line. And unfortunately, the Audi R8 RWS was no exception. It had a couple of drivetrain errors on the way down to Goodwood Festival of Speed. Has absolutely nothing to do with the donuts that I was doing in the car park. The car is more than capable of doing donuts. But anyway, it was just after I collected the car, I had every intention of creating a first drive, relaying what it was like to drive a V10 with the roof down on some of the best UK country roads that we have to offer, in between the hotel that I was staying at and Goodwood Festival of Speed. The error on the car was actually a drivetrain fault, and if you heard it, it's, well, I mean, here. Now, the error on the car was actually a drivetrain fault, and it was letting off an enormously annoying beep, something that was unavoidable when it came to filming. So I wasn't able to create any content from inside the car on the R8 RWS, but Audi was so hot on it. I mentioned it to them and I suggested that they should probably send it down to a dealership so that they can have a quick look whilst I was at Goodwood Festival of Speed. Audi sent a driver to Goodwood Festival of Speed to collect the keys after I'd parked the car. They then took it down to an Audi dealership local to Goodwood Festival of Speed, returned it. They knew that it wasn't a permanent fix, but it was something that could have allowed me to film with the car. Unfortunately, the error kept coming back, so Audi have now taken it back to do some investigation because they do not want this happening to customer cars. Most manufacturers that have teething problems might not even be able to offer a courtesy car, and their after sales department definitely isn't as good as the Audi one is. So the timeline of what has happened is I collected my Audi R8 Spyder on the Tuesday, the video went live on the Wednesday, I drove down to Goodwood Festival of Speed on the Thursday morning, the drivetrain error started flashing up there. On the Friday, Audi took the R8 to a local dealership to try and solve the problem. The problem unfortunately wasn't solved. Nothing could be done over the Saturday and Sunday because it was Goodwood Festival of Speed and no one was in the office. So first thing, Monday morning, Audi sent a driver driving this car to my house, collected my R8 Spyder, so my Spyder is now with Audi and is getting a full investigation as to what is going on. This isn't something that is usually documented, it's usually swept under the rug and no one likes to talk about the faults on new cars. But I feel like this is an important moment in the collection of my R8. It's so early on, but also Audi have been so good and quick to respond to the problem that I'm gonna have my car back in no time, but for now, I'm driving around in a pretty awesome R8 V10 Plus. There's absolutely nothing to complain about, and I've just been seriously impressed in the way that Audi have dealt with it. But it's actually really important in terms of research for Audi, because if this was to happen to a customer car, then at least they would know what to do with it now that it's happened to my car. This is the perfect scenario for Audi. It's a car owned by Audi. If they can come up with a fix to this problem, then if it does happen to a customer car, they're going to know exactly how to eradicate it. So fair play Audi, I think that they've done a fantastic job, and I'm so grateful they've given me this car, which is a faster version. Hopefully this video has cleared up any confusion. It has also cleared up any misinterpretation from the collection video, and I would like to apologize for not expressing myself as best as I normally can. I think it was just that I was so excited about the fact that I was collecting the car that I got a little bit ahead of myself, and it was also a massive weight off my shoulders that I was bringing a supercar back to the Supercars of London YouTube channel. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully you can now just get as excited as I am about the road trips in a V10, but also the journey and the dream of achieving a V12 Lamborghini Murcielago that is coming to the YouTube channel in the next 2 months. I will be giving you guys a lot more detail and update on that as and when things start to take place, but I've got very, very exciting meetings coming up that I'm just very excited about. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, because there is going to be a lot more fun coming from V10s and V12s. This is just the coolest thing ever. Supercars of London, for the first time, will have 2 supercars on the channel, and I'm feeling good about it. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.